So, before we dive in, if you wouldn't mind telling everybody what's your name and where you've travelled from to be here.
Yeah, my name is Anne Letourneau, and I'm coming from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Beautiful. And before coming to WCA, what would you say was the biggest struggle or challenge you were facing in your life prior to being here?
My biggest struggle in my life is that I achieved a lot of amazing things, but that was 20 years ago before I adopted my daughter from China. And since then, it's like my life has been completely devoted to her. And now it's time for me to go back. She's 24, she's getting married in a few months, against all odds, and I'm very excited, but I just needed to get out of my shell. And my life with the pandemic as well had just become smaller and smaller and smaller, and I just needed to reboot myself, reconnect with myself, and fight for myself instead of just fighting for others all the time.
Wow. And what would you say was the biggest breakthrough or transformational moment that you experienced here over the past 5 days at WCA?
Well, the biggest breakthrough, there were many actually. That's what it's so amazing to be in such a setting with like so many, not so many people, like there's 21 participants, so many, you can't hide. You have to be there. But I think one of my biggest breakthrough was that I realized that I wanted to preserve my voice. I wanted to play full in, but there was still some resistance. And at one point, it just came magically while someone else was having a breakthrough. I was sitting on my chair and I had like an instantaneously breakthrough where I just started to cry and realize that what my real mission in life was really to contribute, to be, back on stage, to create those amazing events, to inspire people. And suddenly the fear, the frozenness, I don't know how to say that in English, but I mean like the fact that I was not alive just dawned on me. And it was just, and then after that, all exercises that go deep, mind me, but all the exercises were like easy, not easy, but I would just do them with grace and gratitude and full on.
Wow. What would you say surprised you or shocked you the most about this experience over the past 5 days?
What shocked me the most was that we had to scream so much. And being a singer and an actress, preserving my voice is like a second nature to me. So that was really challenging. But what surprised, the rest, I expected it. I've followed Tim for a while, and he's totally brilliant. He puts everything in such a concise way, but profound at the same time. He goes deep, and he doesn't go wide. It's easy to understand, but at the same time, there's so many layers, and you read your notes every night and you go, oh my God, yes, and this and that and this and that. So I think he's a genius, really. I've been to so many of these breakthroughs. I usually kind of do 1 or 2 a year, and this is by far my favorite.
Wow. How important has these people that you've met here at WCA been on your journey? How has the new WCA family that you've found here impacted your journey at WCA?
The family here is so dear to my heart, and I think we all feel the same. First of all, because again, we're such a small number that we can all really connect, we can really know about each other, and also we see people exposing their fear, exposing their pain, and not in a threatening way, because we know we are supported. So you get to know people in 5 days more than some of your friends or family that you've known for 20, 50, 60 years. And so it's a very deep connection, and I'm so glad that we're going to keep actually being together and do groups and other ventures together.
Wonderful. A lot of people, you've travelled from quite a bit to be here. You've travelled quite a distance to be here, right? And a lot of people would ask us, why do you have to bring people the whole way to somewhere like Thailand and Koh Samui to have this experience? How important was it for you to leave your life behind and completely come to somewhere like this to have the experience that you had?
Well, I think first of all, Thailand is magic, Koh Samui is magic, this villa is incredible, but I mean, of course it's important to leave things behind, because otherwise you're just partially there. And here suddenly you can rediscover who you are away from your habits, away from the interference, away from your usual way of thinking, so it's a total reboot.
Wow. And what would you say made you the most happiest about these past 5 days?
There's so many happy moments in those past 5 days. How can I find one? My God. Well, I think it's when I did the breakthrough exercise, and I had to really dig deep to talk about my situation and my pain, and how things have been kind of like drifting away from me. And Tim always says that drifting is kind of the devil's spell, and I think I had been in that spell for a couple of years now, and it saddened me because I have so much to give to the world. So I really thank Tim and everybody to help me like bring this back again.
Beautiful. And last but not least here today, Anne, what advice would you give to someone who's maybe listening right now, who is considering coming to WCA? They're maybe sitting on the fence, they want to transform, they want to break through, they want to reinvent themselves, like you said, but they're maybe sitting on the fence or holding themselves back to fear. What would you say to those individuals?
Well, I would say to someone who's on the fence of coming to this event, I would say, do not hesitate, because think about the cost of not doing this. Are you going to again and again try to get better and advance a little bit and go back to the valley of death and then go up again and go back to your old habits? And I think that this experience is unique. It's been crafted in a way that is so perfect, and we know that perfection is not what we're looking for. We're looking for progress. But the way it's put together, the entire team that is here to help you are really, really rare people. And I don't think there's another experience like this matched in the whole world right now. And I've done many, I swear.